Hi Leo, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So first card out is Four of Cups, which means that the universe is trying to offer you something. Could be big, could be small, and at the moment you have not taken this offer. So let's keep going and see if you do. The Empress in the upside down position. So that makes me think that you haven't necessarily been in a good place lately. You have, okay, so this is what I'm feeling at this point in time. You haven't been in a good place. You haven't been in a good place for a while. If the Empress in the reverse position is coming in, that to me tells me that you are whacked out and out of balance in almost every area of your life. Money, spiritually, health-wise, your thinking. The universe is handing you an opportunity to flip that around. As in, there's this phrase that I've always heard, that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So it feels like at this point of in time is perhaps you have had a teacher that can help you flip the Empress to the upright position. Somebody or something, an opportunity has come into your life that will help you flip the Empress around and get your shit together. And it's just a matter of you taking it. So the Hermit card just came up, which is, well, I guess to me that at the moment is like you are contemplating. You have gone inside. Oh my God, and the Tower card, holy cow. So we got a lot of major arcana coming up. So we've got some shit going down in your world right now. Leo. Okay, so the Tower card in the upright, so the foundation to your world is crumbling around you. You're in the upside down position. Like I said, the Empress in the reverse position is like you are out of whack in every area of your life. Financially, mentally, physically, emotionally. Your spirituality is out of whack. So you're probably flip-flopping, fishtailing, and going all over the place. At this moment in time, you may have gone inside to try to go, oh my God, what the hell is happening, and trying to figure out some stuff. So you're looking for some answers. The Tower card is here, which means either, you are ready to bring the tower down. Somebody brought the tower down for you by doing something. Could have been you lost your job. Could have been you lost your spouse. Could have been you lost your house. Whatever the case is, there's just a whole lot of crap going on that's not good. The Page of Swords is in the reverse. I'm not sure exactly what that means at this point in time in regards to this. Let me get at least one or two cards. And then we'll go from here. So I would say at this moment in time, it feels like you are at the beginning stages of what we call in the spirit world, the dark night of the soul. You are at a crossroads. Did I just say that out loud? You are at a crossroads? Or did I just think that in my head? You are trying to figure out what to do. So you're trying to make a decision of which way to go because you're spinning out. I'm just going to say you're spinning out in a bad way. So, one more, that one, in the Ace of Cups. So that could be the end of a relationship, an emotional attachment. It could mean all kinds of things. So I'm going to do the emotions cards next because that always helps me build on the story. So, shit is going down in a big way in your life, and I don't necessarily mean in a good way. But the good news is once you clear the ground and remove and kind of, then you start building up your new life the way you want it to be. So it appears that probably your life has been built on a very faulty foundation for a long time. And you have tried to live your life on a faulty foundation for a long time, and it just hasn't worked. And so it's finally just crumbled out from underneath of you, is what I'm thinking. Curious in the reverse position. So it's like you're not feeling inspired, nothing's working. You're not even, like, jealous is an emotion that a lot of people have, and it's like you're not even jealous. I feel like the word numb is what is coming to mind at the moment. It's just like you're just like you're numb, perhaps, or you're numbing yourself, because whatever you're going through could be very, very painful emotionally, and you're just kind of like, okay. So depressed came out. Oh, and see, I just said numb, and that has the word numb on it. That was reverse. Not feeling inspired. I believe I already said that. So you can't think of anything at the moment in the world that is good, I am guessing. So powerless, feeling powerless, and feeling lonely. I'm going to get one more. So then the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to take building steps of things that will help you feel better. So you're afraid and possibly feeling a little desperate at the moment. So a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, I am sure. Like I said, it feels like there's a lot of spinning out going on right now. And either you're seeing your life fall down around your ears, or it is already there and you're just looking at the pieces. So again, we have the universe is trying to give you some sort of help, and you are trying to figure out, and I am guessing probably a whole lot of people are trying to give you advice. So you're trying to figure out what to listen to and where to start first, because it's not just a case of one little thing is out of whack. It's a case of when the Tower card comes down, generally it is a case that a whole lot of stuff have been a problem for a while. And you have ignored and ignored and ignored all of the stuff that the universe was trying to tell you that needed to be changed. And they finally had to hit you upside the head with a skillet, and that might be what has happened. So I am going to, okay, so let's pretend that, so this is the thing that you need to know. In order to bring some good balance back into your life and some positive things, because we're going to be rebuilding from the bottom and bringing things up on a steady foundation. So you're going to have to start, well, let's put it this way. Normally you remove the bad stuff and then you add back in the good stuff on your own. In this case, it feels like the universe has probably removed everything out from underneath of you, and now you're just looking to rebuild anything. So in order to bring positive things into your life, one of the first things that we've got to do is we've got to get your vibrations, your frequency, your mood. If you're laying in bed, sulking, feeling sorry for yourself right at the moment, that is not going to accomplish anything, and you know it. That to me tells me that you are in desperate need of some passion in your life. So perhaps this is getting the world and the universe is getting ready to bring maybe what your life purpose is, because I think most people's life purpose brings them passion, and maybe you haven't had that in your life for a while. So you're going to be on the search for your life purpose. I swear to God, this card comes out every time I do these vibration cards. These are cards that I made up that are to help you raise your vibrations. And you cannot have what I would say a very happy life if you don't have your vibrations high. So love always comes out every time I do these. I think that's funny. It's like the universe is trying to tell me or us something, that love is like key to having high vibrations. So Hell, maybe that was a Beatles song. Huh? Oops, two fell out. Focused intention needs to come into your life. You need to have a little patience. You're not going to be rebuilding overnight. What else needs to happen in order to raise your vibrations so you don't feel so depressed? You don't feel powerless. You're not so afraid. You're not feeling desperate, because all of these emotions are all negative emotions. And when you are in that pit of despair, everything feels hopeless. Everything feels like it's a mess. And so right now, your job is to just incrementally raise up your vibrations to the point of where you get where you can see yourself and things start maybe motivating you to get out of that place. I was listening to a podcast this morning and they were talking about making your bed. If you don't make your bed in the morning, just make your bed. That'll make you feel better about yourself. If you're eating yourself to numbness, that's one of the things that is one of the quickest ways to turn things around from feeling crappy about yourself to feeling better about yourself is eating better. We all know that, and sometimes it just takes that slap upside of the head to get you there. So it's up to you how quickly you want to get out of this hole. I mean, meditation, that's going to give you the answers from your higher self as to, because this is the one thing that I know is there are 150 things out there that people are going to tell you to do to get yourself out of the hole that you are in. Meditation will be probably one of the biggest chunks that you can do to calm your mind, to calm the anxiety, and you might get answers from yourself instead of having to rely on somebody else to tell you what to do to get out of this hole that you're in. You can let yourself tell you what to do to get yourself out of this. A quantum healing session could be handy. That I've done those many times that have helped people that don't even know where to start. There's all kinds of things that you can do to, again, make those incremental changes to bring yourself out of the hellhole that you may have found yourself in at the moment. Let me take that one. Confidence. Yeah, you're probably sorely lacking in confidence right now. I feel like I want 8 cards. I'm hearing 8. Let me get a couple more. You guys, there's a lot of things that you guys can do. Pick one. You know what? Pick one thing a day to do. Believe me, I've been there before. When I sold real estate, I would get really down in a funk and I would be there for 3 months and I couldn't make any money because, when you're selling real estate, if your emotions are whacked out, it's detrimental for your bank account. So I had to really get to the point of where I had to work hard to make sure that I didn't get in a funk like that. Satisfaction. That to me makes me feel like little things that make you feel better about yourself, like making your bed, taking a shower, whatever little things that you can do that will just raise your vibrations just a little bit. Exercise. Even if that amounts to only turning on Pandora and dancing around naked in your living room. Maybe you don't feel like going outside for a walk, or maybe you can get yourself out for a walk or whatever. Any kind of exercise is going to, one, make you feel better, period, physically, and it's going to make you feel better about yourself because you accomplished something. So there's a lot of little things. You don't have to take on the whole 150 things all at one time. You just need to do baby steps. So if you can do any of those, figure out what your life purpose is, love, call some friends that you have a good connection with and talk to them. Go someplace that makes you feel good. Walk out in nature. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do to kind of pull yourself out of this funk. I feel like I want to ask, these are some sticking points that may still be, I'm going to say like some old programming that maybe got you in this boat in the first place that you're probably going to have to look at. So what kind of old programming caused this tower moment? Old programming that caused this tower moment to occur in the first place that you're going to have to deal with. Because if you don't deal with it, this type of thing is going to happen again. Big dreams. Honestly, what's coming with that is the fact that you have had big dreams and you've never done anything about it, and you beat yourself up about that a lot. That is something that you know what? That goes along with the confidence. You never had the confidence to work on your big dreams. And that has been a sticking point for you for a long time because you have beat yourself up and beat yourself up a lot of times because you didn't have the guts to reach out and try for what you wanted to do. That to me goes along with the passion, that goes along with your life purpose. So there's something about, it feels like the universe may have like pulled the plug on you, because in order for you to be happy, you're going to have to start working on some of these big dreams that you had. Soulmate. There's probably a person in your life that you need to get rid of. And not all soulmates are the perfect kind of soulmate that is there to bring you love, joy, and happiness. Some soulmates are in your life to teach you lessons. And maybe that soulmate was, you were married to that soulmate, or you were in a relationship with somebody and they pulled the plug on your relationship. Whatever the case is, there's a soulmate that probably needs to be removed from your life because they were not a positive influence on you, but they probably taught you some very valuable lessons. What else? I'm trying to think, what question did I ask? Purge. Oh yeah, you've got a lot of, I would say grief. The grief card hasn't come out, but I feel like you do need to purge and cry and get out a lot of pain that you have stuffed down into yourself for a long time. Guilt, abandonment issues, self-worth issues, all kinds of negative things that have just like been piling up and piling up and piling up in your life for a long, long time. And this whole tower moment and the hermit mode also, because we got the hermit mode, which is you kind of going within and going inside. That's probably why, that's where a lot of this crying is coming from, is you're releasing a lot of pent up negative emotions. While you're in the process, just make sure you don't just get them out for now, but you figure out what's causing them so you can get rid of it altogether. What else is something that's probably needs to be removed from your life altogether? Okay, you've been out of balance. So whatever you've been doing, you've been out of balance. So maybe you've been working too much, you've been partying too much, you've been spending too much money, and you're like way out of balance and in debt. I don't know, whatever the case is, however that resonates, but it sounds like in order for you to be happy and get out of this hole you're in, there's going to have to be some balancing going on. Like I said, it feels like what I feel like I'm seeing is just like this, like you're just like all over back and forth and nothing is in balance. And you're just like fishtailing is the only way that I can say that. I feel like I want that card. Abandonment issues. Yeah. So maybe this was a relationship that went south and somebody pulled the plug on you and left you, or said they didn't want to see you anymore. And this is what has got you completely messed up. Summer. When I see that card, for me, that means there's probably some past life stuff that you need to deal with. This is kind of the wheel of things that need to be healed. So we've got like past life things that you need to work on. spirituality and getting all of that whole thing balanced, there are reasons that you have done what you have done, and it may be completely stuff that you don't even know about. Old programming from your parents, ancestral stuff that you came into the world in your cells with, emotions that you have buried in your body for years that you need to figure out what you've got buried and release all of that stuff. I mean, there's like a whole host of things that needs to come undone right about now, and it takes some work. I mean, frankly, it takes a lot of work. So, this is going really long. I'm going to do one last thing. What can you look forward to? Let's do short-term things. Let's just say, what can you look forward to if you can just start raising your vibrations? And think of it like this. Make it your mission in life, as if it was a job. Make it your mission in life to raise your vibrations, because that's going to get you out of this hole that much faster. Whether it is you've lost your job, you need a new job, so you need to raise your vibrations to bring in another job. You're losing your home, you need to raise your vibrations in order to find a new home. Or you're running out of money and you're scared that you're going broke. You need to raise your vibrations in order to bring more money in, because the only way to manifest the things that you need right now in your life is to get your vibrations and your frequency raised. So you need to think of that like it is as if your life depended on it in order to get out of this black hole. Unless, it's your choice. You could just wallow in the mud forever. It's not going to do you a whole lot of good. It just delays everything, and it just leaves you suffering that much longer. So, again, that is your choice to stay there. Synchronicity. Synchronicity is kind of a spiritual awakening. Most people, if they're unawakened, if they haven't really started delving into the spirit world whatsoever, they don't see synchronicities. They don't see the number codes that the rest of us all do, like 1111. Have you seen 1111 yet? Or 1234, or 222, 333, 444. There's like all of these number codes that mean specific things. And if you don't see any of those, that will start showing up in your life as your vibrations raise. So let's see what else you can look forward to. Crystals. Crystals are a good way to raise your vibrations. So if money is not an issue and you're just looking for something to make yourself feel better, go to some sort of a new age store where they have crystals and walk around and look around. There were times in the past when I was kind of in a funk and not feeling so hot, I would go walk around Whole Foods, just because there's just something about Whole Foods that makes me feel better. There are places that you can go. I mean, literally, if that's all you can do is just get yourself up and get a shower and do something to make yourself feel just a little bit better, do that. And do that one little thing every day, and then add something on the next week until you kind of get to the point where you've pulled yourself out of that dark hole. Because when I say I've been there, and it is a miserable place to be. Being of service. So helping other people. So that's also one of the things they say is when you can't even help yourself, if you can help other people, that will make you feel better. Go volunteering someplace, because it makes you put a whole new perspective on your life, and you think you've got it bad. And then you see other people that have it even worse than you, and, sometimes that can make you feel better. I mean, it's not necessarily to compare yourself, but, you realize, God, maybe my life wasn't that bad after all. Divine light work. I feel like that goes along with your passion, your life purpose, your big dreams. I feel like you are about ready to start coming into realization of what your life purpose is, and that you have not been doing it for a while. And that's probably going to start becoming more of a focus, because that's kind of how the universe likes to work. They want everybody doing what their life purpose is. And if you have not been doing that, and that's part of your big dreams, that's probably some of the stuff that's going to start coming into your world. All right, I'm going to stop here, and I will see you guys middle of September. Bye.